So, Kevin Hart. My thoughts on Kevin Hart as a person are null and void. I don't know Kevin Hart as a person. However, we'll get to that in a second. As a comedian, I get him. He's made me laugh. I understand there's humor there. However, the bulk of his humor I pretty much sit through and just go, I don't know, not my type of comedian. If you'd like a frame of reference, Bill Burr, Norton, fucking Patrice, those guys. You know what I mean? Louis. Those are my kind of guys. Kevin Hart doesn't really scratch my itch. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I've just never really been into Kevin Hart. However, today, Kevin Hart not only made me laugh, but earned some personal respect from me. Not that that really means a good goddamn thing, but nevertheless, I kind of look up to Kevin Hart a little bit now. I hold him in a higher esteem as a person. How did this come to be? Well, I hear a story on the radio today that Kevin Hart was asked to host the Oscars. Kevin Hart said, yeah, be my dream. Love to do that, right? There you go. So, apparently this gets announced. Apparently immediately, everybody remembers tweets that he had put out in 2007 and shit. That, or whatever it was, 2014, I don't remember exactly what the date was, but it was more than a couple of years ago, right? I think it was 2007. So, these tweets come out. Again, the Oscars calls up Kevin Hart, says, look, we don't want to deal with the pressure that 8% of the populace can lever upon us. Because now that those numbers are out, it just makes me laugh to say that. We need you to come out and apologize for those tweets again. And Kevin Hart said, yeah, I ain't going to do that. And the Oscars said, well, if you don't do that, then you can't host the Oscars. And he said, all right, that's fine. And I was like, holy shit. Kevin Hart just fucking told the Oscars, I'm not bowing to the peer pressure. I don't care if people are upset about those tweets. Because I'm asking for those tweets years ago. And I'm not going to go through it all again for the shits and giggles of doing the Oscars. And I'm like, wow, wow. And I said, at some point, somebody was going to do it. Somebody was going to do something, say something, whatever. And people were going to go, oh, you need to apologize. And they were going to go, nah, I ain't got it. I knew it was going to happen. Sooner or later, you can only push people so far before they turn around and bite you. Oh, wait, that's dogs. Whatever. Anyways, so seriously, man, that kid is fucking wild. This has actually been a relatively good day, all in all. Relatively good. But man, some days, shit. Anyways, so, where the fuck was I? Started with Nathan the Hick, the dude on the fucking Fallout 76, the gay bashers. Said, yeah, I'm not going to apologize for that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't hate gay people, and you go fuck yourself. If you're upset, that's your right. I'm like, wow. And now Kevin Hart. And then I find out, because they mentioned this as an aside, that apparently Kevin Hart threw like a Cowboys and Native Americans birthday party for his kid, Cowboys and Indians, and people were upset. And Kevin Hart's like, kid want to have Cowboys and Indians. What the fuck you want from me? He likes that shit. So, and I guess he refused to apologize for that shit too. And I was like, wow, Kevin Hart, man, what the, wow. And I knew sooner or later somebody'd be like, yeah, go fuck. And Kevin Hart, man, dude, Kevin Hart, like, he's got so much money now, he doesn't fuck it. You know, if he's a smart guy, I think he's a smart guy. He seems to be a smart guy. Some of the interviews that I've heard with him, he seems to be a very smart guy. So, like, I'm sure he's set himself up to the point where, like, he works kind of when he feels like fucking working. And they were like, do the Oscars. And he was like, oh, that's cool. Probably doesn't have anything else going on right now. I don't think he does. They didn't mention that he had anything else going on right now. Probably in between movies or whatever. Probably on tour here and there. Probably at the point where he'll fucking just bop into a place and be like, I want to do 10 minutes. And who knows? So he's probably like, I don't need to do the Oscars. I'd like to do the Oscars. But I'm not selling my soul to the devil of social justice. Yeah. But yeah, he's like, no, I already answered for that. I ain't gonna do it. So, Kevin Hart, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what the backlash of that's gonna be. So far, all it is being reported on the news. I guess GLAAD... Wait a second. What was it they said? GLAAD came out and said that they weren't happy that Kevin Hart turned down the Oscars and wouldn't apologize. Because they figured that that would be a great platform for him to talk a whole lot about gay stuff. And... apparently, Kevin Hart is not swayed by that argument. Like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so GLAAD. So Kevin Hart has some nasty tweets against gay people in the past. I guess. And who even knows? They're probably jokes. So that happens. And then he gets in trouble for that, I imagine. Answers for that, I imagine. Whatever way he does. I imagine he was probably like, sorry. And then, years later, the Oscars ask him to do the Oscars. And he says, great. And they say, but you gotta apologize again for the tweet you did. And he goes, nah. And then GLAAD says, oh, we really wish you wouldn't have done that. Because people are gonna start to realize that we have no fucking power. We can't have that shit. What's wrong with you, Kevin Hart? Kind of an ally are you? You're taking away gay people's power to control you, you oppressor. Ah, shit. So, again, another chapter closed in the damned if you do and damned if you don't section of the library of my mind. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Fucking... I don't know, man. I think... I feel like a shift happening in the world. I'm not saying that it's teetering either direction, but it's like people are hardening to it, you know? They don't give a fuck anymore. Like, all this shit. Man, I gotta tell you, today at work, it was hysterical. One of the guys goes, so, did you hear they're banning Baby It's Cold Out Night? And I was like, yeah, I heard that. And they're like, that's fucking so ridiculous. And I'm like, well, it's not even really like a Christmas song. And somebody in the comments made me laugh because it like when I was editing the video, it thought in my head, And she read my mind and fucking put it in the comments and made me laugh. Ice Ice Baby is the next Christmas song. If just referring to cold is fucking criteria. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty much as much of a Christmas song as Baby It's Cold Outside. Ice Ice Baby. Pretty much is. They never mention Christmas. It's not even Christmas in the fucking movie. Like, dude. So, whatever. I don't know. But yeah. So, fucking they went on and on and on about that shit today. And so I took the opportunity to be like, well, you know why this is happening, right? So I started to radicalize the dudes at work, you know, that's how it happens. All YouTubers, that we're going to be the downfall of society. Yeah, so I started fucking chatting with them about all this kind of shit, and yeah, dude, it was funny to listen to them talk about it, because like these are people that don't give a fuck, you know, they go to work every day. A couple of them got like chicks, and I think one of them has kids. I don't fucking know really, but you know they're just your basic people. You know, they're not really like me and the one guy. We talk politics a whole lot because he's kind of into that kind of stuff. And the other guy doesn't like when we talk politics. He always fucking tries to interrupt us and shit because he's weird like that. And then, I don't know, the other guy's just kind of like, he dabbles, but he doesn't really, he thinks it's all ridiculous. He kind of knows what's going on, but he, you know, he's being propagandized too. So, whatever. So, isn't that good guy? Because I asked him what he thought about what's going on with Kavanaugh, if he even knew what was going on. He's like, isn't that guy that raped all those women? And I'm like, well, it depends on who you ask. So, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, it's fun to chat with them about this kind of shit because they don't know and don't care. And it's beautiful to see, you know, when you deal with all this kind of stuff on a daily basis, like I put myself into. But to just sit and listen to those guys and what they talk about all day at work, man, it cracks me up because anytime this kind of stuff comes up and they look at me and go, did you hear about this? It's like, yeah, dude, I know. I broke Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to them. They had no idea that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was all about bullying and promoting bullying and you're only useful in a group if you serve a purpose. And they laughed at that. They're like, you gotta be fucking with us. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you the truth. This is shit that's going on right now with Rudolph. And then, you know, they were looking up shit at lunch, and they're like, oh my god, they want to get rid of Charlie Brown. I'm like, yeah, because it's bullies. Dude, all day long, the one guy at work was just fucking going on and on and on about this shit. Every time somebody came up, you think Baby It's Cold Outside is a song about rape? And people are like, what? Oh, it made me laugh so hard. Oh, I was rolling. But yeah, it's fun to watch, like, the normal person in their natural habitat and how much they don't fucking know nor care about any of this shit. And that's how people are getting away with it, because it's all the people that know and care about this dumb fuckery that are screaming about everything, and nobody else cares. Nobody pays attention to it. I mean, I know what all that says about me, but what does that say about you guys?